I showed mercy, and that single choice destroyed the only life I ever truly cared about. Even now, years later, the memory still cuts deeper than any blade ever could. The rain was pouring so hard that day, it felt like the sky itself was weeping for what I was about to do. I stood over him, the enemy who had taken so many of my brothers. My sword was pressed against his throat. I could feel his pulse beating wildly against the cold steel. One small movement and it would all be over. He dropped his weapon, fell to his knees in the mud, and begged for his life with a voice broken by fear. He spoke of his children, of his wife waiting for him, of how they would never see their father again if I ended him there. And in that moment, I hesitated. I looked into his eyes and I didn't see a monster anymore. I saw a man, a father, a human being just as broken and terrified as I was. Something inside me cracked. I told myself that mercy was the last piece of honor I had left in this godless war. That if I killed him now, I would become no different from the darkness we fought every day. So I lowered my sword. I let him live. I watched him stumble away into the rain, and for a brief moment I felt proud. Proud that I had chosen humanity over hatred. My brother was the first person I told. He looked at me, smiled that reckless smile of his, and clapped me on the shoulder so hard it almost knocked me over. "You did the right thing," he said. "That's why I follow you. That's the kind of man you are." That night we sat by the fire like we had done 1,000 times before. We laughed, we drank, we remembered the fallen. For the first time in years, I allowed myself to believe that maybe mercy still had meaning in this world. We had been through hell together, side by side for years. He was reckless, loud, fearless, always the first to charge. I was the one who pulled him back from the edge. We saved each other so many times that we stopped counting. He was more than my brother in arms. He was my family, the only family I had left. 3 months later, they came in the dark. I woke to the sound of steel and screams. By the time I reached the center of the camp, it was already too late. I found him lying in the mud, his throat cut open, blood mixing with the rain. The same man I had spared had returned, and he had taken from me the only light I had left in this cursed life. I dropped to my knees beside him. I pulled his body into my arms and held him as the rain washed his blood over my hands. I screamed his name until my voice broke. I begged him to wake up. I begged the gods, the sky, anyone who would listen, but he never did. In that moment, something inside me died with him. Later, I learned the truth, and it nearly broke what was left of me. My brother had broken the truce. Driven by pride and a desire to finish what I had started, he had gone after the enemy alone. He attacked first. He shattered the peace I had given with my mercy. The man I spared was only defending himself and his people. I had chosen mercy, and my brother paid for it with his life. Now I sit alone every night staring into the fire, asking myself the same questions that tear me apart from the inside. What if I had simply killed that man on the battlefield? Would my brother still be laughing beside me? Would I still be able to close my eyes without seeing his dead face? Would the guilt be any lighter if I had chosen the blade instead of mercy? Mercy without wisdom is not kindness. It is weakness dressed in the clothes of honor. Sometimes the most compassionate choice becomes the most destructive mistake a man can make. I spared an enemy to save my soul, and in doing so, I destroyed the only soul that ever truly mattered to me. I carry this curse with me every single day. Every breath feels like a betrayal. Every sunrise reminds me of what I lost because I chose to be merciful. Some lessons are not taught by victory. They are carved into your heart by the people you lose because of your own goodness. And some curses are born from the gentlest of intentions.